and welcome back to another training video from PAUL VINCENTI International. Today we're going to talk about why people buy and what they buy. Well, have you ever tried to buy a PC? If you're like me, you're not very tech savvy, and you walk into a PC shop and you ask for the latest PC or a PC which will do your work for you, if they start trying to sell you stuff like this, do you want a USB 2 or a USB 3, a FireWire, solid state, should it be an LED or an LCD, quad, 8, 16, I mean, what is that? It sounds great to the person selling it to me, and I'm sure he or she understands it. But I who know nothing about PCs need to know what that means to me. So the feature needs to have a benefit which fits to me, and then I'll be interested in buying that. Now, too often, have you ever bought something with too many features? You just thought it sounded groovy and cool, but you paid a lot of money for it? The same thing happens with people who are buying houses. If you're showing houses now, and this house has got wonderful features, you need to somehow make those features attractive, meaningful to your buyer. Now, how do we do this? Well, basically we sell benefits. People buy benefits, not features. So you've got to look for the benefits behind the features, and the trick is to find the benefit that matches the feature of a need which they expressed they had. So if you know what they're looking for, their needs and their wants, and you can find a house that's got that, you can then tell them, look, it's got 3 bedrooms, just like you asked me. And that means that, and you present all the benefits. Now, when you present the benefits, people buy into that. It makes sense to them. Agents often ignore the benefits because to them they're obvious. I mean, isn't it obvious it's a 3-bedroom and it means that it's exactly what they're looking for? Yes, it is obvious, but you need to cement it and ingrain it into their psyche by telling them so. Look over here for a second, for example, to give you an example of the 3-bedroom house and the feature. So a 3-bedroom house, exactly what you were looking for. The benefits would be, it's more comfortable, you've got extra rooms if you need them, if people come over on holiday, and you also said that grandma's coming from Australia next year, you've got an excellent extra room for her. You've got more storage in case you don't need the extra room. And guess what? It's also great for resale. Now, instead of just saying, therefore, look at the difference between 3 bedrooms or all of these benefits. Now the 3-bedroom, or the extra bedroom in this case, is making a lot more sense to your buyer. So to connect between a feature and a benefit, you need to always use what we call a string. Now, what is a string? A string basically is a verbal sentence which you use to connect the feature to the benefit. Example, if your car's got air conditioning feature and I'm trying to sell you a car, the benefit is you'll always never be too hot or too cool. The string is which means that, in other words, what this means to you. So don't just say, oh, it's got air conditioning and you won't be cool. Use a string. It's got air conditioning, which means, that's the string, you won't be either too hot or too cool in summer or winter. The same with your house and your bedrooms. It's got 3 bedrooms. In other words, what this means to you is, and you list your benefits. Now, people are buying. And remember, if you're telling, you're not selling. Listen. And that's another training video from PAUL VINCENTI International. And always remember, success is defined not by what you achieve, but of course, by what you overcome. Thank you.